Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Wanted to do a bit of a discussion on the topic of Tudor. Now, Tudor, I have a love-hate relationship with the brand. Now, I'm actually wearing my Tudor Black Bay 58, which is an amazing watch. Can't believe I didn't buy this earlier, but I'm actually glad I didn't buy this earlier because the topic of Tudor today is the brand worth it? Now, if you're a new collector, just getting into the hobby, I always say, every time I get asked the question, which brand should I go for? I always say go for Tudor. Now, the people I talk to are within my age bracket, right? We're older, so we're 30 plus. And I usually say for those guys, just go straight to Tudor. If you want to go Seiko, by all means go Seiko, but 30 and beyond, I feel as if that we have enough, we've built enough expenditure to be able to get into Tudor, but getting into Tudor the smart way as a collector. So I've owned a lot of Tudors in the past and I've sold all my Tudors. This is the only one I have left. Now, starting from the very beginning, in 2017, 2018, I ended up buying a Black Bay 41 smiley face ETA movement, black face, black dial with no dive bezel, so the Gada kind of Black Bay, and that watch was great. And I only ended up paying like mid 3,000s Australians for it. I think the retail around the time was about 4,000, and I got heavy discounts from the dealer because I've bought multiple watches off them, and I ended up selling it to buy some dumb shit. So I ended up buying a Mustang during that time. I wanted wheels, tires, exhaust, coilovers, the whole shebang. And I sold the watch to pay for that. Easy. It was an easy decision for me because I actually ended up getting my money back. And that was it. The watch wore big for me, so it didn't help with its case to be kept. And also I had a Seamaster and Speedmaster as part of the 3-piece rotation at the time, so didn't need it. And yeah, it was fine. The pricing was fine. The experience was fine. And I didn't lose any money. And fast forward from then, 2018 up until 2022, I ended up buying the Tudor Royal, which is the blue dial 40. I believe it's 40 or 41 mil. The day-date complication one, the integrated bracelet. And I ended up buying that from a grey market dealer, brand new, but unworn condition. And I believe I bought it below retail, so I bought it for around the same, like mid threes, and it was retailing for about 4 or so Aussie, 4,000 Aussie. And yeah, enjoyed it, wore it for a few months, and then just didn't gel with me, so I ended up selling it for the same price that I got it for, and it was great. Now, fast forward to recent years, 2023 and 2024, I noticed that the pricing for Tudor was getting ridiculous. So we're talking fucking 9,000, nearly 10,000 for a Black Bay GMT two-tone root beer. And when you look at the aftermarket for them, so the grey market dealers, fuck, they can't get rid of this shit, man. So I'm seeing a lot of root beers going for 7,000, 8,000, maybe 6,000. And even on Facebook Marketplace, people are trying to get rid of them for like around 5,000. So they've taken massive hits for them. Now, I owned a Black Bay GMT root beer, too big for me, hence why I sold it, but I ended up getting into one for about 4,800, something like that. So 4.8, and I ended up selling it for about 5. So in the grey used market, you can get into a nice Tudor for cheap, and then you can probably exit as well for the same price as you bought it for. The next watch, yeah, I took a fucking mad hit on that one. So that's the Black Bay 39 5-link bracelet T-fit clasp non-diving version. I took a fucking hit. So that was one of the watches that I bought from the dealer in recent times. So that was the end of 2023. I believe it was November, December. Bought it off a Tudor authorized retailer. And I paid full price because they don't do discounts anymore, so they don't negotiate. It's just fucking fixed pricing. There you go. How's it going? And that was basically it. So I ended up buying one for about 5,500 Aussie dollars, something like that, for a 39 5-link blue face. And this was before the price increases, so the dealer, you know, not suck at me, but like got me in, was like, yeah, you know what, we're going to do a price increase next year. It's going to be about $400 more. Buy one now. And these pieces were very limited. So the Black Bay's 5-link bracelets, the pieces were scarce for some reason. So most dealers didn't have stock of the 39 mil, which was strange. I'm like, it's a fucking Tudor, right? It's Tudor. But then I wasn't around during the time when this bitch was getting all the hype, right? So apparently for these ones, you couldn't buy them. There was a wait list, everyone wanted to get one. And the same thing for this watch. So found one, bought it, because I thought to myself, oh, scarcity, you know, Rolex tactics. And then a couple months later, I ended up getting a call for a date just by Wimbledon. So it's kind of like, well, I have two of the same kind of watch, similar watches. Which one would I want to wear more? The Rolex. I want to wear the Rolex more, because the whole point of me buying the fucking Black Bay was because I wanted a date just, a Jubilee smooth configuration, which ended up getting one, so I got rid of it. But I took a hit, not much of a hit, about a $400-ish hit. But then fast forward a couple months, I'm seeing people flog these off for like $1,000, $1,500 off. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you can't fucking buy, you know, you can't get rid of them. You can't even fucking give them away if you really needed to. So, and I actually saw a few grey market dealers selling two-tone examples as well, and like the two-tone examples retail for about 8,007, 8,005 Aussie, and they're getting rid of it for like around 4,000, which is crazy. It's nuts. So, moral to this video: if you're a new buyer, wanting to get into the watch game, you know, get your first good watch, go to Tudor. Go to Tudor, look at Tudor, but go used, go pre-owned, go look at the grey market, because when you look at the new prices, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you don't buy it new if you can afford it, great. Like the GMT Black Bay 58, that's probably going to have a waiting period of a couple months, maybe a year. You probably won't be able to get them pre-owned, of course not. So yeah, if you want to buy it new, just ask yourself the question, am I going to keep this? Is this a keeper? And it's a hard question to be truthful with yourself, because shit happens, right? Your car breaks down, you need to go on holiday, an emergency happens, you lose your job, whatever might happen. You got to ask yourself, is this going to be a keeper? If yes, then cool, buy it new. If not, then explore going down the pre-owned option. So as an example, Black Bay GMT, the Pepsi, the normal Black Bay GMT, I think they retail for more than $6,000. I can find one easy for about 4, maybe even under $4,000. And you know, this one here, this watch, they retail for about $6,000 as well, 5,900. And I got this way under that, way under that. Then you can't even tell if it's being beat. You can't tell. Like, you have to really get up close to see that, yeah, this has some wear in it, but it's a 2022 model. It still has 3 years worth of warranty. And yeah, I mean, I saved upwards of more than $2,000 for it. So what, you know, that's, I get to keep that in my pocket and use that to spend on other dumb shit, right? Other watches. So that's the video. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you next one. Cheers.